Did you know there is a painting so cursed that every artist who attempts to complete it loses their sanity? This isn't just another urban legend. This is the true story of Marcus Kellaway's final masterpiece and the trail of madness it left behind. In 19,847, Marcus Kellaway was London's most celebrated portrait artist. Wealthy families would wait months just for a consultation, but something changed that autumn. Kellaway became obsessed with capturing what he called the essence of human despair. He locked himself in his studio for weeks, emerging only for supplies. When his housekeeper found him 3 months later, Kellaway was dead at his easel, cause unknown. But what terrified her wasn't the body, it was the painting. Half finished, it depicted a figure whose face seemed to shift depending on where you stood. The eyes followed you. The mouth appeared to whisper. Here is where it gets disturbing. Kellaway's estate commissioned painter after painter to complete the work. The first artist, Edmund Thorne, lasted 2 days before being found raving in the streets about voices in the canvas. He spent his remaining years in an asylum, repeatedly drawing the same haunting face. The second artist, Catherine Mills, made it a week. She documented her experience in letters that survive today. She wrote about hearing whispers while she worked, about the painted figure seeming to breathe. Her final letter was just one sentence repeated 50 times. It wants to be finished, but it must not be finished. Mills disappeared entirely. Her body was never found. The painting changed hands multiple times over the decades. Each new owner, drawn by morbid curiosity or the challenge, would hire artists to complete it. None succeeded. Most went insane within days. Some vanished. Others took their own lives, but not before producing dozens of sketches identical to Kellaway's original figure. By 1923, the painting had gained such notoriety that the Royal Academy officially warned artists against attempting to finish it. But warnings only fueled fascination. Underground art circles began treating it like a test of courage. Young painters would sneak attempts, believing they could resist whatever force claimed their predecessors. None did. The most documented case was Sarah Black in 1987. A psychology student turned artist. She approached the painting scientifically, installing cameras and monitoring equipment. The footage shows her working normally for hours, then suddenly stopping mid-brushstroke. She stares at the canvas for 17 minutes without moving. When she finally turns to the camera, her expression has completely changed. She smiles, but her eyes are empty. Black's final painting session was never recorded. The cameras were found destroyed, the memory cards melted. Black herself was discovered days later, having painted the mysterious figure across every surface of her apartment in her own blood. Today, the painting sits in a private collection, its location kept secret. Art historians debate whether it is psychological suggestion or something genuinely supernatural, but they all agree on one thing: it remains unfinished. And perhaps that is exactly how it should stay, because some artworks aren't meant to be completed. Some are meant to serve as warnings about the dangerous obsessions that consume us all.